Nathan Kranzo here to tell you about the anti-gravity bill. The anti-gravity bill is an effect where a dollar bill remains suspended or levitated in midair.
How are you doing that?
Anti-gravity. And then with the snap of your fingers, you cause the bill to fall. You can immediately pick up that dollar bill and hand it back to the person that let you borrow it. The same bill, no switches, they can examine it, no threads, no magnets. It's amazing levitation of a borrowed dollar bill that you can perform on the spot, anytime, anywhere, and you're going to blow people away with this borrowed bill effect, anti-gravity bill. Howdy folks, this is Nathan Kranzo. I'm here to teach you the anti-gravity bill. It's a pretty simple effect to perform, and it's a very astonishing effect because you can perform it with a borrowed bill, something that we all know and have in our pocket and all recognize. So the idea is if I let this bill rest against my hand, it will stay there. But if we could somehow imagine that there is no gravity in this room, it will stay there for a few seconds until we go back to normal reality and understand that things have to fall. So if that's true, then snap of our fingers, we go back to reality. And of course, you can reach over, pick the bill up off the ground, hand to them, they can take the bill, put it back in their pocket, it's examinable, there's nothing to find. It's a pretty amazing miracle because of those reasons. So the way it works is just a little bit of fun tack or sticky tack or blue tack or poster putty, which I just pulled off the bill. And it's such a small size that it'll probably be hard for you to see it, but at the end of my fingertip right there is just a very, very small ball of poster putty or fun tack or wax, and I can show you a little bit more specifically what size it is, and that might even differ depending on your preferences, but I use a small piece about that size. I couldn't even really compare it to a pea. It's even smaller than a pea, so just a very, very small little dab of that. And like I said, you can experiment with the size, and you don't necessarily have to have a piece this small. It just makes it easier, I think. So just that little piece is going to be stuck on the side of the bill. Okay, just stick it right to the side of the bill, and you'll get pretty good at learning how to transfer this, because if it gets too hot, it will stick to you. So you want to kind of keep it fluid. If it's sticking to your finger, you can drag it against almost any surface and it will stick to that surface. But if you take your finger and stick it to it, it won't really transfer because it wants to stay to your finger, so you have to kind of drag it across to get it to transfer. And the same if I want to pull that sticky piece or the fun tack and get it back on my finger, I drag it. Alright, so now it's back on my finger. And if I want to put it on the bill, I drag it onto the bill. Okay, so now once it's there, I'm going to position the bill so that little sticky piece is on the table or the stool or the bar or whatever we're talking about, and then I pretend as though I'm holding it with my hand. In reality, it's already being suspended by the fun tack, but then as soon as I pull my hand away, it will stay suspended, and I can see it's going to go, so I can even pretend like I'm controlling it, like I'm moving it, and it will actually fall on my command and slowly start to fall. And that's pretty awesome because now it looks like I've done even more animation. Once again, when we pick it up, we can take and we can pull that piece right off and just hand it right out to him. So there's a couple different ways we can pull this off. You can pull it off just like I did, which would basically be like this. You just slide with your thumb, pull it off, and then hand the bill out to them. You can even do it like this. I'll put the stick them back on the back of the bill. So my thumb slides it off, and then I put the bill back in my fingers, and I can hand it right out to them. Okay, and now what I can do is I can even open up my hand because I can slide this off